Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening to our lecturer, Dr. Nur Halisa binti Harun. Okay, today we will be presenting our GUI mini project, which is a unit converter from US unit to metric SI units. So for next is our group members. First is leaders, Muhammad Syamin Aizat bin Ramli, KH24024, and next is me, Izzul Hanis Furqan bin Razak, KH24013. We are representing for group A. So the first one is project summary. This mini project focuses on developing a simple yet effective computer program that converts unit from the United States customary to the International System of Units (SI). The program supports conversion for 9 key physical quantities, which are length, mass, density, volume, force, energy, speed, temperature, and power. So, what users can get or learn from the program? So, the first one is practical understanding of unit conversion. The user will gain insight into how common US units translate into SI units, improving their familiarity with international standard. The second one is convenient and accurate calculation. This program provides a fast and error-free way to convert units, eliminating the need for manual calculation or looking up conversion factors. The third one is improved decision making. This program especially helpful for students, engineers, and technicians who work with international data and require precision unit conversion in reports, project, or even lab experiments. And the last one is time saving tool. This program especially for students and professionals who were working under deadlines. This program helps save time by maintaining precision and accuracy. Next, for the project highlights. The first one is it's covered 9 essential physical quantities. It is include unit conversion for length, mass, density, volume, force, temperature, energy, speed, and power, all commonly used in science and engineering. The second one is built-in verified conversion factors. This program uses accurate and standardized formulas to ensure correct result. Third one is modular programming approach. Each conversion is handled by separate function, making the code is easier to understand, debug, and upgrade. Next is menu-driven interface. Simple navigation that allows users to choose the type of unit conversion that they want with clear instruction. And the last one is user input validation. This program or this mini project includes checks to handle incorrect or unexpected inputs, reducing crashes and bugs. So the second one is introduction. So the origin of the metric system and of its later version, the International System of Units, goes back a long way into French history. Before that, the old French measure had presented 2 serious problems. So the first problem is unit with the same name varied from one region to the next and had to be defined accordingly. So the second one is subdivision per non-decimal, which increase the complexity of commercial transaction. The SI system evolved from the metric system, which originated in France during the late 18th century. Following the French Revolution, the metric system was based units like the meter and kilogram, designed to be simple and standardized. Over time, as a global communication and international trade expanded, the need for a unified system became more urgent. The SI was developed as a modern updated version of the metric system to meet growing demands of Technology and Science. Today, the SI system is almost used in every country worldwide, and it forms the foundation of all modern measurement, including in physics, chemistry, engineering, and even everyday life. For the third one is problem statement and objective. For problem statement for this program, in developing this project, several issues have been identified that highlight the need for a reliable unit conversion tool. These problems are common in academic, scientific, and real-world application. So the first problem statement is inconsistent unit system between countries create a confusion in scientific and engineering application. So the second one is manual unit conversion are time-consuming and prone to human error. So the third one is users often forget or mix up unit conversion formulas. And the fourth one is lack of reliable tools for quick and accurate conversion during problem solving or real-time project. And the last one is most basic converters only handle 1 or 2 units and do not cover all physical quantities in one program. Next is objectives for this program. The objective of this project are outlined below to clearly define the goals and intended outcome of developer unit conversion program. So the first one is to design and develop a unit conversion program that convert US units to SI units for multiple physical quantities. The second one is to improve calculation accuracy and consistency by automating conversion. So the third one is to help users understand and become familiar with SI units and their importance in global standards. So the third one is to apply fundamental programming skills such as input or output, handling loops, conditionals, and function in a practical application. So the last one is to create a user-friendly, reusable, and expandable tool that supports educational and professional use.
Assalamualaikum, Muhammad Syamin Aizat. I will continue on the our presentation to tell you more about the details of our MATLAB coding. So our program contains multiple GUI for this project, and the coding contains firstly the selection functions of conditional logic that we use in our program is, for example, switch case and if else, that helps in handle different types of conversion. For example, when the user wanted to change the different types of temperature unit, for example, from Celsius to Fahrenheit, from Fahrenheit to Kelvin. The second one is the drop-down menu logic that we use to update the units when the quantity changes. For example, when the user click the menu quantity, the pop-up menu will open. For example, case 1 which is length contain meter, foot, and inch, and the second case is kilogram, pound, and so on. So the third one is the repetition functions that we use, means loops, to track the history of conversion to each our user. So next is the user input handling, which validates the user to ensure that they input numeric input numbers, not alphabetic, and give any dynamic feedback, for example if error pop up, etc. So next is mathematical solving. We use formula, for example in our reports, formula to calculate force, to convert speed, and so on. And lastly is the formatted output of fprintf, which we use to labels the unit, for example feet, meter, and so on. So before we go on forward with our presentation, I would like to show you the program output of our project to show you further on how the program of GUI works and the program outcome of our mini project. So the suggestion of improvement that we can make in our based on our mini project, first is to expand unit coverage. Currently we did only 9 units, but in the future we plan to add a specialized unit, for example pascals for pressure and maybe paraseconds for astronomy. And the next is we want to implement batch processing, which currently we can only convert one value or unit per time, but we want to ease our user in the future to save their time by converting large data sets or question or number data sets. For the next one is we want to enhance user customization. Currently we only provide theme customization for black and white, but in the future we want to adjust the decimal precision, so that for example the user want to make the decimal dynamically to 2% or 6 or 4 decimal places and so on. And the last one is we want to add educational visualization that helps the user to, for example, we want to show them plot comparisons, for example in temperature scales, which show side by side, for example. And we want also to add embed unit definitions that, for example, tooltips that when the user press it, that shows them an info for explaining about, for example, Newton versus forces or any law or any meaning about the unit conversion, for example. So finally, in conclusion, our MATLAB GUI unit converter has successfully delivered an accurate, user-friendly conversion across multiple units, while also demonstrating the core programming principles like selection logic, repetition, and input validation. So in the future, improvements such as batch processing, expanded in a unit, and visualization, we also want to further enhance its functionality. And also this project highlights the value of combining mathematical rigor with intuitive design, making it a practical tool for both education and professional uses. That's all from us. Thank you.